everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this vlog you will see us doing lots of cosy winter activities such as baking, playing board games and sewing amongst other things, as well as obviously getting out into nature where we can. Here you can see us making some chocolate muffins, or should I say mini muffins, as my daughter wanted to use some of the smaller mini cupcake cases that I have. So rather than using the normal sponge recipe that I've been using in some of my other vlogs, we decided to do something slightly different and make them into proper chocolatey muffins instead. It was really lovely to get out my mum's old scales that I used to use when I was younger, that I used to measure in pounds and ounces. My daughter really loved using those as opposed to the more modern scales. She's becoming quite an efficient baker. Here you can see the end result once they came out of the oven. We've got those little mini muffins, and then we had some mixture left over, so we did some bigger cupcake sized muffins as well, and topped them off with some lovely buttercream icing. They were lovely and moist in the centre, and they certainly didn't hang around for long. We've also taken part in the RSPB's Big Garden Bird Watch. It's something that we've done for the last few years, so we made sure that our bird feeders were topped up out the front and back gardens, and my daughter also had this idea of using pipe cleaners and threading Cheerios onto them for the birds as well, and the robins in our garden really seem to love the fat balls in particular. On the RSPB's website you can order this really lovely little guide that has a tally chart that's really useful for my daughter to look at while we were doing the bird watch. And afterwards I had a few more badges to iron onto her blanket. These are mainly Pawprint badges that we like to do. We're not sponsored at all, we just love to do the Pawprint Family badges. We're very lucky to live in a village in the English countryside, and we have got lots of snowdrops coming out all around us at the minute, which is really lovely. Here the sunshine was shining through them, and there was the odd crocus as well. It's just really beautiful. Every time I go outside our house there seems to be more and more snowdrops. Another really nice activity for this time of year, particularly coming up to the Festival of Imbolc, is to make candles. I had quite a few candles that had sort of run out and just had the odd little bit of wax left in the bottom. So I've got a special saucepan that I use for this that I set aside for candle making, and it was just heating up any leftover wax in the candles and slowly tipping them into this jar one by one. I'd glued a little bit of cotton cord to the bottom of it first of all, and then I just slowly melted the wax a little bit at a time and added it in, and it creates this lovely layered effect which you'll see in a minute. Apologies for some of the filming here. I gave my daughter the camera and let her have a go at filming. She's quite enjoying picking up a camera, but it is a little bit shaky. So that was the last layer, and as you can see it's really lovely. We said it almost looks like an ocean, sort of like an ocean bed with the sand at the bottom and then coming up with different layers of the water. Cannot wait to light this for Imbolc. The other thing that's happened, of course, in January is it's the Chinese New Year. This year is the year of the snake, so for one of her Pawprint badges, they also do Chinese New Year badges. We had a few games of snakes and ladders. We made a paper chain snake.
And hiss, and snake.
Of course, we also ordered in a Chinese takeaway. My personal favourites are spring rolls, seaweed, sweet and sour chicken balls and egg fried rice. And then for afterwards, we also had some jelly snake sweets that we shared as well. And then I created my daughter a colouring page with lots of different snakes and patterns all over them. At Yuletide, my daughter had asked Santa for, she absolutely loves everything rainbow, she'd asked him for a rainbow winter hat, gloves and scarf set, which she was very lucky to receive in her stocking. Although, unlike her other winter hats, the rainbow hat didn't have a pom-pom on top of it. So I said that I would create a pom-pom for her. So just using any wool that I could find, which in this case happened to be purple and orange. So I started off with a little bit of purple that I had wrapped round the 2 cardboard cutouts to make the pom-pom, and then wrapped around the orange that I had more of as well. If you haven't made pom-poms before, they're extremely easy to make and quite a lot of fun. My daughter quite enjoyed watching me make this one, and I'm sure she'll probably have a go at making some of her own sometime as well. In case anybody is wondering, the dress that I'm wearing while I'm making this is a Popsy dress. Again, not sponsored at all. It's got a really lovely dress with forget-me-nots and snowdrops and lots of lovely springtime flowers on it. So after I've pulled the card off, I'm just trimming it to make sure that I'm happy with the shape. And then we have our pom-pom to go onto our hat. Please let me know what you think to this new style of video with the voiceovers. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Let me know what you do in the winter time to help get you through those colder months. And I look forward to seeing you in my next vlog. Bye bye everyone, blessed be.